Hey, Danny Bull here, founder of Songwriters International, where we develop songwriters and their craft to go on and sustain a career in music. Now today, we're going to be covering the 3 songwriting tips that I wish I had have known earlier. Had I have known these would have changed how quickly things would have started moving forwards with me. These are crucial for every single songwriter, and 3 of the biggest fundamentals when it comes to songwriting and the productional stage, which is the next stage after the songwriting. So I think this is going to be a real value for you if you're at the point in your career when you're wanting to understand things that will enable you to make steps forwards quicker and also easier. Okay, so let's jump on into this. So the 3 songwriting tips that I wish I knew sooner, and the first one of those is a real fundamental when it comes to writing your song, okay? And it's what we call planning and preparation. You could also say mapping your song out. Now, the way that I explain this to students and also to you right now is that imagine you are driving your car. If you drive, if you don't, it doesn't really matter. But imagine you're driving a car for 200 miles from your current location to another area of the country, wherever you're located. You would more than likely get your map out and it would route you to a particular location. The same thing with a song. We want to map out our song so it gets us from verse to pre-chorus if we're using one, or verse to chorus, or whatever structure you might be using. It's going to get you there with a sense of direction on how to get there. You're going to know what you want to say. You're going to know how to say that then in a lyrical format. You're going to overcome writer's block, and you're not going to get stuck near as much as what you may be doing right now. Okay, so its biggest thing is just to plan out your song. Plan out what you're trying to say. Plan out the idea. Get the spark and then build from it. Okay, in everyday life we use planning. So songwriting is no different. It requires some just everyday techniques in the format of songwriting. Okay, so number 1 is to map out your song from start to finish. Now, my second tip that I wish I knew sooner is that melody is a roller coaster. Okay, if you've been on a roller coaster, you'll understand. If you haven't, you've probably seen one. Now, a roller coaster will take you on a journey, right? It will pick you up and then it will drop you down and then it will go straight. And it just, if you visualize a roller coaster, or after this video, go away and type a roller coaster in on Google, you will find the picture of a roller coaster and visualize that concept, but in a melody. Now, once you do that, you'll understand that your melody is like a journey. It should contrast, okay? So again, if we visualize ourselves on a roller coaster, for the first 10 seconds, we might start off straight, and then it might start building us up like this and then drop us straight down. And it's a thrill, it's exciting, it's a journey. The same concept goes into our melody. It should start off, for example, straight, and it will build the listener up, and then it will drop them down and it will pick them back up, and that kind of thing we are doing with our melody. If you visualize it as a journey, as a roller coaster, I can guarantee it will enable you to just create some more contrast in your melody. Okay, because the melody is the hook. As I've said on different videos on this channel, is melody is a hook, so we've got to really craft it as well as possible. Visualize that roller coaster and it will enable you to write some stronger melodies. Now, my final tip is to do with production. Okay, so we've talked about planning, we've talked about melody being a roller coaster. Number 3 is that you don't need fancy productions, believe it or not. Okay, even if you don't produce, it's not going to really matter. If you don't produce, you should be looking for collaboration sessions with producers. Okay, that's what I would really recommend. But when it comes to production, everyone gets so concerned thinking that it has to have bass, drums, guitar, synths, all these different instruments to make it feel like a full-scale production. You don't need that. Okay, you really don't need that unless you're going to release the song, which in most cases you're going to need something a little bit more full in sound. But if you're pitching to artists, record labels, publishers as a songwriter, all you need is a really nice crisp guitar or piano and a nice clean vocal. If you can present that in a nice polished way, compressed, EQ'd, some nice effects, reverb, delay, some nice different things going on, that's all you're going to want. a nice clean vocal and a nice clean take on piano or guitar. Why? Well, think about it. All of your favorite songs that you listen to, they all can be played acoustic. Okay, there might be a live acoustic version of that song on YouTube or some other platform that you can watch where there's only a guitar, for example, and a vocal. So the song is stripped back and you've got nowhere to hide. Same thing with when we send off to an artist or label. If we just send off the acoustic version, we are showing the rawness of the song. We're showing how strong it is melodically and how strong it is lyrically, the structure. Everything is there. You can't hide behind a big build up in the drums and it's building up and you're hiding behind that because the melody is not that strong, or you're hiding behind the drop because you're lacking a lyric or something. You can't do that. It's stripped back, it's raw, and I can guarantee you'll have so much more success when you send off the songs because they are so raw. You're giving them the bare bones of the song: lyric, melody, and chord progression. So those are my 3 songwriting tips that I really wish I did know earlier. I used to think that I didn't have to plan out my song, that I could get my idea and just start writing straight away. I used to struggle with contrast in my melodies. I never used to visualize them as a journey. They used to be the same. And I used to produce songs to a level which was not necessary. It used to take me months to finish productions because I was so delved into thinking they had to be finished, which isn't the case. Okay, so go ahead, plan out your songs, see melody as a roller coaster, and don't worry about the production being a full scale production. It can be super stripped back and acoustic. Okay, go and use these in your songwriting. You'll see the benefits of them. Okay, some really fundamental tips here which will enable you to just go on and write stronger songs. So I hope you have enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button somewhere around this video. Drop us a like, a comment below for any other videos that you'd like to see. All right, I've been Danny Boyle here from Songwriters International, and I'll see you sometime over on another video.